Welcome to MRN's live coverage from the famed Indianapolis Motor Speedway for today's Brickyard 400. NASCAR Winston Cup racing from the Brickyard. It doesn't get much better than this, Barney.
This track's tradition alone is what inspires the drivers to do well here. What a great feeling it must be to stand in victory lane at Indy. We'll see here shortly who that lucky man is going to be.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. comes to the track with the hopes of maintaining his top 5 points position.
Gaining on the leader is tough when you are in the top 5 in points. It takes you having a good race and the leader having a bad one in order to gain anything substantial.
Johnny Benson won the Busch Series championship in 1995.
That championship was sandwiched between 2 Rookie of the Year awards. He won the Busch Series award in 1994, followed up his championship with Winston Cup rookie honors in 96.
An unusual back-of-the-pack start for the Delphi car.
Yeah, he's definitely not used to having to pick through traffic so early in a race. This could make it an exciting race for him, or it could be disastrous. You just never know when you start in the back.
Start your engines.
Hello everybody and welcome back to NASCAR Thunder 2003 career mode. Wow, Shane Hall with a great starting position in this race. Now, I just want to go off of what MRN was saying. Did they just say an unusual back-to-pack start? Isn't it every single week we talk about how they roast me constantly on starting in the back? Make up your mind, MRN. But doesn't matter, we are now green in the Brickyard 400 here at the world's greatest race course, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. While it is the greatest race course and it is my favorite track of all time, I hate driving here in a stock car in these older games. I actually really enjoy doing it in iRacing. I've always enjoyed doing it in other cars, but I have just never gotten on well with stock cars in these older games. Really, any of the console games I've always been bad here. So we look to get to the inside here. Frank Kimmel heading into 3, through the short chute into 4. Try to use some of the draft of the guys ahead of us to pull us along here. Only 16 laps this race, one of the shorter lap distances of the season. Kyle Petty goes to the high side. Whoa, he gets into the back of Robbie Gordon. That's going to put us 3 wide there with him and Frank Kimmel. Whoa, and then contact between Petty and Kimmel. So Petty, a lot of contact early in this race. Get up behind him again as now Steve Park gets to our outside. Take a peek down to the inside, heading into 3 here. So hard to pass at this track. We didn't catch the end of the last episode. We do not have a 100% condition engine for this race. We are using one that is at 96%. It's John Andretti trying to take a look down to the inside. Not going to let him get there as we head back to 1 for the 3rd time. Whoa, now we're going to make a little bit of contact there with Kyle Petty. Seems like everyone gets away okay from it, though. We're going to make a couple spots up here as Ken Schrader gets down to the inside lane in front of us.
Number 43.
Very disappointing starting position for us, P40. Like I said, just not a track I've ever gelled with in these games, so just going to have to make the best of what we can here. So we're going to take a look to the inside of Ken Schrader. Whoa, getting to the back a little bit there as he tried to come back down to the inside in front of us. Get a good run through turn 4 there. Actually get underneath Casey Kane and maybe get Greg Biffle here as we get help with Andretti.
Okay, you got some driving.
Side by side with Biffle into turn 1. We are going to clear him. Go ahead, take P33 as we now have Shauna Robinson and Robbie Gordon up ahead. John Andretti just following us through here. As Robbie Gordon makes work of Shauna Robinson here. use the draft of Gordon to get past Shauna here for P32 down the back straightaway.
Okay, we're clear.
Another reason to just get through this race, aside from the fact that's not one of my favorite tracks, is we have a lot of exciting stuff coming up here. We have a new chassis being built, we have a new engine, we have a repaired engine coming. We will also be going to a road course after this. We head into Watkins Glen, which I'm very much looking forward to. Have some pretty high hopes for there, much like we did at Sonoma, to get a relatively decent finish.
You're dropping back. What's wrong?
It should be one of the tracks our car actually has pace at. We continue to struggle at these bigger tracks right now, with only one engine upgrade so far. We do have one in the works, but it is just for efficiency and fuel mileage, so not going to help us really when it comes to horsepower. So up to P31 for now, but we are catching this group in front of us, luckily. So we are towing along Robbie Gordon here. Whoa, Robbie! Big moment there for Robbie Gordon as some cars decide now is the time to come into the pits.
That 26 car. Jump back.
Only one sort of front runner coming in, that's Dale Jarrett. Everyone else around mid-pack.
Still beside you.
We look underneath Todd Bodine here. Oops, sorry Todd, thought I was clear.
You're clear.
What a great run out of turn 2. That's going to allow us to get underneath the 7 of Casey Atwood. And that'll actually put us P23 for the moment.
Clear on both sides.
So even though the car itself pretty slow in qualifying, and I seem to struggle here, the pace itself not too awful. Whoa, now Casey Atwood gets loose in turn 4, and we actually get tight out of turn 4 there. Might consider coming in pretty soon here because the tires are starting to get worn, and I would like to loosen up the car, I think. Oh yeah, we're starting to get really tight as this run goes on. I think we'll go ahead bringing it down this lap right here, right before halfway. Continue to hold off Atwood for the time being. As we are around halfway, should start seeing more cars start to come in, I would think. Didn't hear anything about the leaders coming in though over the radio. That was better through 3, but still kind of tight. So yeah, let's go ahead, bring it to the attention of our pit crew here. Slow it down.
We're off the pace.
Replace all the tires. Add fuel and make it just a little looser for me, boys. Well, I don't suppose that could have gone much worse. A 20-plus second pit stop there.
Number 17.
Absolutely inexcusable for the crew there. That does put us dead last in 43rd. And now we have work to do. Gotta hope the undercut really works out for us, because we got a lot of pace to make up for here, and hopefully the leaders should be starting to come down here soon. You can see with our fresh tires, though, we do have a bit of a pace advantage, but not probably going to be very good as, yep, some of the leaders start to come down pit road. If I can keep it on the track, hopefully we'll make up some time. Well, we're back to racing for position as, man, our pit crew cost us a ton of time there. P37 here. Enter turn 3 here behind Ken Schrader and Jeff Green. Man, that is not good. I mean, we lost, what, 4+ seconds during that pit stop with the, what was it, a jammed lug nut? So, absolute disaster for us here. We'll pick up a couple spots through the pits, luckily. Up to P35. Woohoo. Man. It rains, it pours, I guess. This is shaping up to be another not fantastic race for us here. So we are now trying to recatch Frank Kimmel here, maybe take P34 at least, but jeez, this start to our second half of the season here has not been going very well. Huge run of momentum here down the back straightaway. We're trying to hold off Robbie Gordon, but we are going to get to the inside. Kyle Petty here for turn 3, maybe trying to keep off of him. I believe that is Shane Hall up ahead. Disappointing run for him after such a great qualifying run. As we come to 2 laps to go, up to P33 at least, but we are going to have to try to hold off Robbie Gordon. Run him down as far as we can there. Should be able to get Shane here so we can maybe finish as high as 32nd in this race, which is just downright disappointing. Go get underneath him. Hopefully he can hold up Robbie a little bit. He's managing to do that for now, so might be able to hold on to P32 here, but we still have another lap to go after this. I mean, I knew we weren't going to do well and we didn't have pace here, but it makes you wonder how much better we could have been. Just that little more better off if it wasn't for that horrible pit stop.
Number 31.
Oh man, tight out of turn 4. We're going to lose P32 there to Robbie Gordon as he's going to fly past us. Thank merciful God. It is lap 16. The white flag is out for us. Robbie Gordon just sailing away from us there. Our tires are now pretty much gone as checkered flag is out for the leader. Not actually sure who that is in this race, but good for them. They've won the 2002 Brickyard 400, which is, what was it, like the 8th or something like that in 2002? But into turn 3 for the final time. Luckily we get a break from these big tracks. We get to go to a road course after this, something where I should have a little more pace. Another bad run for Desautels Racing in our Delphi Pontiac. Although it's much cleaner than it was at the last race at Pocono. We're going to bring home the car in P32.
That looks pretty ugly.
The yellow flag didn't fly at all in this one.
Whoa, that doesn't happen very often. It makes you pay a whole lot more for any mistakes. You don't have the cushion of yellow flags to get caught up.
The Delphi car took excellent care of his race car.
And that'll be a relief on the old wallet, too. Costs big money to keep these NASCAR Winston Cup cars in tip-top shape week in and week out. When you don't damage them on race day, helps save a lot of time and a lot of money.
We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast of NASCAR Winston Cup Racing on MRN, the voice of NASCAR.
Well, lucky for us, Watkins Glen should bring a pretty big change to the car. We're going to go with our newest engine. Look at that, a power of 56. We are going to go with our newest chassis. So plop those bad boys in the car for Watkins Glen. Let's take a look at our engines here now. So we know we can go up to 56. Our lowest currently is at a 50 here, so if we overhaul it, we can get it to a 54. That'll also get us to a 54. We could even overhaul that one, honestly, for a little bit of an improvement. But let's go ahead and overhaul this engine since that'll get us closest to what we currently have. We'll do that within 2 races. We do have a new engine upgrade coming in, 3 races, so I don't want to build an engine right now. However, we are going to go ahead and sell this engine because this one's going to be way off of what we need. So go ahead and sell that one. Let's go take a look at our chassis. We are still repairing one. Should we build one? I don't think we should build one. I think we should just manage what we have for now, work on repairing those. We'll take a look at that once the next one's repaired. So how about we do that instead? Because that's 53, so we'll just try to remember that and look at it afterwards, but that'll be it for that for now. But like I said, looking forward to the next race. Hopefully more of a return to form in terms of our pace as we head to Watkins Glen for the Sirius Satellite Radio at the Glen. If you guys like this video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to see Watkins Glen, as well as more NASCAR Thunder 2003 content. I will see you in the next video. Bye!